Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing another cash envelope stuffing. Today I'm going to explain a little bit on how I came up with my numbers, because there's a lot of people that have been asking me how did I get my amounts. So I can't tell you exactly what to do because this works only for me and my family. This is just an idea what you guys can go off of, because your guys' finances might be different from mine. So let me move this to the side really quick. And then these are my three papers. Basically, this is my cash breakdown. It shows me which or how many denominations of each one that I need. And this is what helps me break it down for my cash breakdown slip. I'm going to show you guys an example of my cash breakdown slip. So each one has, each denomination. And I just basically put how much do I need on each one. When I give the teller how much cash that I need, then basically she knows exactly how much I need and how much the total amount will be. So this is how I do mine. I always set mine up before I go to the bank, so that way I know exactly how much I need. Then these are my trackers. These are my expense trackers. So basically all the bills that I have coming out, for the month, and basically how the calendar week ends is how I determine which expense to stuff that week and how many or how much. So that's how I do. My expenses are always my priority because, I do have kids. I just got to make sure, everything is set for them to be okay. Then is these are all basically like little mini savings accounts, but you can see it on hand on how it goes. The cash envelope is what basically I carry on me. So I don't carry a large amount of money. It all literally stays at home in my safe. And I have cameras, I have key, I have everything locked, all of it. So my cash envelopes, I'm only going to be stuffing 36. The amount that I know is because I give my kids a certain amount of allowance for each kid. So each kid can basically earn a certain amount of money during that week. So, of course, my oldest, she does get the most. And then my younger two definitely goes down a bit in prices. So when they have birthdays, I do up the price. Then this is how much I need in water. About a week or two, maybe sometimes two. But I try to do it every week. But if I don't need it, then I don't really stuff it. So there's not a certain amount of percentage that I do for each paycheck. I just do what's comfortable for me and what I need at the time. So my older three do get a cash envelope binder as well. So this is why I chose to do $5 each kid, because they do still end up getting more money. So like if, for example, if I win money, because we do live in Vegas, so we do have casinos. So if I decide that I want to go and play, I decide that if I win, my kids do receive more money from me and my husband. So that's how I came up with this number, because eventually they're still going to get more. Holidays they get more, birthdays they get more, and just basically allowances. So that's why I came up with this number, because of the fact that they do get more money on top of that anyway. They all have their own binders, except for my younger two. I just keep putting more money inside there as I go along. And you guys can see that the dollar bills do go into my younger two. So everybody in my house gets money. My grandparents, I just want to, keep putting aside for them. And then my sinking funds, basically, I just do what I feel comfortable at the time of that week. What I can afford to put in that. So that way I don't feel like, oh, I'm overwhelming myself. These are literally just extra savings for me to be set aside for the next thing to happen in whatever goes on in that time. So retirement, I do not, some people are saying like, oh, my savings are just like my retirement. For me, it's not. Savings, I do end up using it. For my retirement, this is for when later on, when I'm fully retired, if I have extra money, cool beans. Like I don't have to depend on a government to give me money, So this is for me and my husband and my family to live off of comfortably without any help. This is set aside for later on, you know, 30 years from now. Everything else, I literally just put what I feel comfortable. But now, since I explained it a little more for people to understand, hopefully you guys kind of get what I'm going with this and maybe give you an idea on how to start your savings journey. But let's get to the cash envelope stuffing. So I always start with my expenses first, okay? Let me bring back the cash. So my expense binder, I am stuffing, excuse me, my car payment. And we are stuffing $188 today. So here's 150, 70, 80, 5, 86, 87, 88. So 188. Let me put this in order. I always start with this being all messed up in the beginning for some reason. I do it every single time. I don't know why, but I do. All right. So in car payment, I now have 1, 2, 3, 50, 4, 50, 500, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 600, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $609. So as you see, I am a couple of months ahead, which is perfectly fine. But I am going to, it's not the end of the month. This comes towards the middle of the month. Like I said, all my bills are due mid-month. So I am going to be emptying this out. And I'm going to show you guys how I do my monthly end expense tracker. So basically, I write down everything that, you know, everything that I've used for the month after the 15th to the 10th. That's how my month ends for me. But $609 is what I have in car payment. Okay. Next is my phone bill. My phone bill is getting 80. Oops. I am just off track a little bit today. So we're getting 80 for phone bill, 50, 20, and a 10. So in phone we have 51, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $205 in my phone envelope. Oh my goodness. $205. And then next is my Cox bill, which is my internet. And I'm stuffing $80 as well. 50, 70, 80. So in Cox, I now have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200. So 200 in my Cox bill. And that's all I'm stuffing in my expense binder. All right, and that total comes up to $348. All right, then we're moving on to my other cash envelope tracker, which I always start with my wallet, my cash envelopes. And I'm only stuffing my water and my kids' allowance this week. So the water, I have $2 left over, and these go to my kids. So I'm going to put this to the side. Oh, maybe I put it up here. Okay. And then I'm stuffing $6. So $6. I do have a tracker in almost every single one. I did change a couple of them, but these are what my trackers look like here. And I do have a Sharpie in my binder, so this helps me keep track of what I spend during that week in each envelope. And then I'm stuffing my kids' allowance. So my kids' allowance, do have money left over. So the $4 I am going to give to my younger kids. And then the $10, you'll see what I do with that next. So I'm going to put this to the side here. Okay, and that they're getting 30. And this is how I know how much or which denominations I'm going to get. So this is the cash breakdown. And my kids' allowance is 30, so I'm going to do 4 5s and 10 1s. 4 5s and 10 1s. Start with the ones first. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1s and 4 5s. 1 2 3 4. So this is $30. 5 10 15 20 1 10 2 10 3 24 25 26 27 28 29 30. So $30. And their payday is normally on Saturdays. Their new week starts on Sundays. So that's it for my cash envelopes for this week. Put this to the side. Then after my cash envelopes, I always do my savings binder, which is my kids and my grandparents. All right. So my kids each get $5. Start with Jasmine always. She's my oldest. She's getting $5. So she has 50, 70, 80, 587. Next is Janessa. And she's getting 5 as well. So 50, 70, 85, 87. Next is Jermaine. He's getting $5. So 50, 75, 77. $77 for Jermaine. Don't mind my handwriting. He's getting 5 as well. So 77 as well. Next is my daughter KK. She's getting 5. So she now has 1, 20, 40, 5, 52. 152. So 152 for KK. Next is Anu. He should have the same as her. So 1, 20, 45, 52. Next is my grandparents, and they're getting $50. I think they get a 1K slip here, because So I'm going to take this money out at the end of the month. So my grandparents now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, $1,000, and $2. So I'm definitely going to do a 1K slip for their pouch. So $1,000 and $2. Oh my goodness, I can't speak today. So that's it for my savings binder. Next is my sinking funds. All right. We're going to start off with the emergency fund, and that's getting 15. $10 and a $5. So emergency fund now has 1, 2, 3, 50, 360, 370, 380, 595, $410. So $410 in emergency fund. Next is Christmas. Christmas is getting 15. 10 and a 5. So Christmas now has 1, 2, 3, 50, 365, 75. So 375 in Christmas. So 375 in Christmas. Next is vacation, and vacation is getting 20. So vacation now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 50, 570, 571, 572. Almost time to go on that trip. I still got a couple months, so, and I still haven't gotten my tax return, so I'm definitely going to be putting a large amount soon. Next is car maintenance, and car maintenance is getting 15. So we're going to do a 5 and a 10. So we have 10, 20, 35, 45. So 45 in car maintenance. Next is retirement. Retirement's getting 10. Retirement now has 150, 70, 180, 5, 86, 87, 88. So 188 in retirement. Okay. Keiki time, which is another thing for family time. And Keiki time is getting 15. So we're going to do a 5 and a 10. And we now have 1, 20, 35, 45, 50. 150 in Keiki time. Next is clothes, and clothes is getting 15. So we're going to do a 5 and a 10 as well. So clothes now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 25, 35, 45, 55. So $655. $655. Next is insurance fund, but I'm not stuffing that this week. Next is my Ohana company, which is gonna get $10 today. So Ohana company now has 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280, 290, 295, 300, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $308. I feel like I can't count today. So $308. Next is Future. So Future is just my future purchases. You know, it could be anything technology, anything for my kids craft-wise. Just basically any future. So basically, it's like an extra spending folder, but I specifically have that for that. So I try to control my cash in my wallet. The Future is getting 10. So we now have $211 in Future. Next is Debt Snowball, and Debt Snowball is getting 60. And I'm going to do 3 20s for that. Why is this all messed up? Oh, I put it backwards. Okay, so 3 20s for Debt Snowball. Okay. Let's put that with the 20s. So Debt Snowball, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900. So $900. 20, 40, 60, 81. So that's 1,000. So $1,000. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 55, 55, 65, 75, 76. $1,176. And I'll be emptying out at the end of this week. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do that right before my cash envelope stuffing, because like I said, it's about that time to empty it out. Next is my savings, but I'm not stuffing that this week. And next is health. So health, I'm gonna be putting $10. Health now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 20, 35, 40. So 140 in health. Okay. So now I'm done with my sinking funds. I know this video is kind of long today, but I just wanted to explain things for you guys a little bit better to give you guys an idea how you guys can start yours. So I do have this 10 left over, and the $10 I do have a rollover envelope. So anything that I accumulate in my cash envelopes, I do have a rollover. So what I basically do is I put the $10 in here, and by the end of the month, this is what works for me now. You can choose to do it as another savings challenge, but I choose to do it as a monthly thing. So whatever I accumulate extra in my cash envelopes, I'm going to put it in my rollover envelope, and then by the end of the month, whatever I feel that needs help, I'm going to put that money towards that envelope. So it can be savings, it can be debt snowball, it could be a vacation, whatever you choose. But this is what I choose to do for my rollover. So I'm going to put the $10 in there. I'll update the tracker later because I do have a tracker for that as well. So that way it keeps track of what I roll over. I know you guys can hear my son. Sorry about that. He's very playful this morning. So the last one is I have one savings challenge that I'm doing. And it's the 100 envelope challenge. I drew a 68 this last week. I know this video is late. You know, we had Easter, so happy Easter to everyone. And, you know, my grandparents are leaving, so I'm helping them as well with preparing for their flight. So I know my videos are a little bit late, but thank you guys for also tuning in and watching again. But I drew a 68, so it should be the rest of whatever's in my tray. So we have 65, 68. Put it in the envelope. Put it in that envelope box that I have here to accumulate. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm sorry for it being late. I will have my Etsy shop up running soon. I will probably be up in the next couple of days. I am busy with a couple orders, and I am busy with my kids, and I am busy with my grandparents because they're leaving soon. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being patient on waiting for my videos. Happy Easter again to you guys and your family, and I'll see you guys at the end of the week. Laters.